Hi, Yanni and Hein. Here's a better example of what I was trying to show you yesterday. Um, so the right load, sorry, the left load for Hein is a lot better, and he's turning quite nicely into his left side. There's maybe a little bit too much extension of the left leg, but it's not a train smash. A lot of good players do that, and you get a little bit of extra hip turn because of that. Um, Here's Justin Leonard. He won the British Open a few years ago. So, right at the top there's Hein just turned a little bit more, which is not a problem. But the downswing is a bit of a problem there, because as you can see, Justin Leonard, he moves towards the target, he shifts about a golf ball, and then he starts turning. So he's pretty much turning on that line I've drawn there. So when his arms in the, let's go to about 9 o'clock. When his arms in the 9 o'clock position there, he's pretty much still on that line. Whereas if we take Hein back to the 9 o'clock position, he's moved way off that line. So it's called a slide. He's just slid. So yesterday what I was trying to tell him to do was, in that position, if he could feel that knee staying where it is, and he's just pulling his right knee open, then he'll be turning more than what he's sliding, and then all of this stuff that's happening here through all the jumping and the stalling and the flipping of the hands, we'll get to that in a few lessons time. The timing will be far better, so all of that jumping won't happen. And the position I really want Hein to also understand is that position over there, where his hips are both in external rotation, which means that his femur bones are sitting like this. This is a really powerful move, and it turns your hips without actually trying to turn them. So your hips are keep the energy until impact. Okay, where the thrust happens. This is a really good example of getting the knees in the right place to aid the turning of the hips. So you are also getting that. Okay, but you are getting a little bit there, but because you've slid, it just doesn't look as powerful. So I really hope that helps, and then also just to remind you that we're looking at the fault in the swing, but we should also be congratulating you for getting right a few things right so nicely. And one of them would be this over here. Definitely your head's in a better position. I just want to find your video from 2 weeks ago, and we'll just turn you the right way around and get rid of these lines. Okay, so really good job on your posture being a lot better. And then because you're shifting your weight more into your left heel and not into your head. Okay, so you've moved forward, and here you've turned more behind the ball. Okay, so your arm swinging in a way better position down here, so the shaft is way on plane. I can't see the shaft in this position, which is excellent. That's what you want for the rest of your life, is for the head of the shaft to make the shaft disappear from you, because you're perfectly on plane there, opposed to coming over it too much and then the shaft swinging over there, swinging to the left hand side. Okay, so jolly good job on that, and I'm sure that if we just practice the leg and the hip movement for a couple of lessons, you'll get that right too. Okay, Hein, and have a nice weekend, and see you next week.